Hey, so man does not live, or woman, does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of the divine. Man, woman, child does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of the divine. Now, these are words that I grew up on, and these are words that you may have grown up on. Before we start talking about that, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Hey. How are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This is Rosemary Noni Knight, RNK for short, and this is the Deliberate Live Stream. The Deliberate Live Stream. Yeah, and I am the Prosperity Minister. Oh yes, I help people to prosper in their relationships, in their work, in their money, and in doing purposeful work rather than doing stuff that they don't actually want to be doing. So that is my thing, is supporting you in actually living the life that you're born to live. So, hey, man, woman, child does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of the divine. I was listening to that actually before I even start talking too much about it. I'm going to sing our affirmation for the week, which is, I am opening up to all my good. I give thanks for all my good. I am opening up to all my good. I give thanks for all my good. Again, I am opening up to all my good. I give thanks for all my good. And again, I am opening up to all my good. I give thanks for all my good. I will do it with the guitar at some point, I'm sure. But this is it. If we're opening up to all our good, it's not going to come from working harder and harder and harder. And thinking about that verse right there, man cannot live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of the divine, which to me sounds like because most of the time people are working very, very hard in order to create more resources, look after their responsibilities. Ain't nothing wrong with that, absolutely not. However, if that is the only thing, hey Diane, how you doing? If that is the only thing that they are building their life on, if that's the only thing you're building your life on, and I did this for a very long time, where I felt that if I work harder and harder, longer hours, doing more, then I would finally get to some nirvana, place where I felt really good. Or maybe that, because it started there, you know, when you're young, you just come out of school or college or whatever, you're so excited about all the things you're going to do, okay, unless things have already gone wrong by then, basically. And then the more you do, the more you put yourself into your work, the more you realize that actually you're not quite getting to where you want to go. To me, that is living by bread alone, okay? That is you trying to work yourself to the ground in order to create wealth, you hope, and maybe you will create some, but it doesn't completely fulfill you. If you're a spiritual person, if you are someone who knows that you're born for something more, you probably started life by obeying the rules, by doing what you were told to do, get the education, do all of that stuff, or, you know, or work yourself up a career ladder, get all of that. But then you find that actually there's an emptiness inside of you because you were trying to do everything by the work of your hands. I just did a post a minute ago, started the Who Am I stuff already. Excellent stuff. Well done, you, my honey. Keep it going. But this is it. So you do all of that, and you get to a certain point when you start to realize that there's an emptiness inside of you. Then you might, maybe by then you've already found religion, or you find religion at this point, or you find something to distract you, or more to the point, you're hoping it will fill that hole inside of you. But that hole inside of you, one, it is that you're not living to those intuitive nudges that are inside of you, whatever your religion is, okay? Because everybody has access to this stuff. I did love uni though. I loved uni as well. It was cool. I love to learn. Absolutely. And I'm not discounting learning. I am not discounting going to uni. I'm not even discounting getting a job or any of that. What I'm discounting is thinking that your source is those things. Those things are great and they need to be done, but they're not your source. And if they're coming from a place of obeying the rules, as in this is what I'm supposed to do in order to live well, most people find that doing that alone is not enough to actually make you satisfied with your life. And I definitely found that. I have no issue with what I've done. I am thankful for it, okay? As I may sometimes denigrate it and make it small, but the truth of the matter is all of that journey made me who I am today. So in the grand scheme of things, I am grateful. I am grateful. But this is it. I had to learn to trust the intuitive nudge inside of me. I had to learn to trust my vision inside of me. Very true. Absolutely. I had to learn to listen to the voice of the divine within me and actually learn to trust that, you know what? I came from something, someone, somewhere, and that something, someone, somewhere created me in a specific way with a particular design. And it would be best if I learned to trust that something, someone, somewhere, that thing knows when I get those whispers inside of me, that actually it does know what I'm here for. And I can trust that to lead me in the way that is best to go. And the crazy thing is that it's never trying to take me away from things that I want to do. It's actually the things that I want to do. That's the thing. It's things that I want to do, but I keep telling myself, well, I used to, I don't do that anymore, but I used to tell myself that it was impossible to do those things. That no, you just have to obey the rules. You have to, hey, Somnath, how you doing? You have to just go along with, do what you are told to do and keep doing it forever. Which, you know what, if you were told to do is exactly what you want to do, great. But if it's not, it's time to take your life back. It's time to take your life back, because this is it. All your hard work hasn't got you where you want to go. And yet people find it more comfortable to keep doing the same stuff over and over again, even though you know that it's not working for you. I see people, you know, even they tried something new for about 1 week, and then they go back to the old way of doing things because, oh, well, it didn't work in 1 week. You've given 50 good years to doing things the wrong way, and you're going to give the right way 1 week. Are you kidding me? Seriously. And yet people do that all the time because it's comfortable. So they go back to their comfortable place instead of, you know, choosing to be a little bit uncomfortable while they make the transition into a life of more fun, more ease, more fulfillment, more abundance, more of the things they actually want. Diane says, I think that something led me to you. Absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind that something led you to me. I was in a bad place when I first came across you, to be honest, but I feel like I'm healing more now. Well, I am very, when I hear things like that, it really, thank you for saying that, because it really, yeah, that is why I do the work that I do. It is to help you guys heal. It is to heal emotionally, to heal physically, to heal financially, to heal all through and through, because I do believe that every single one of us is here to prosper in whatever that means to you, okay? For some people, it's a big, big thing. I want to change the world, and for some of you, it is that you just want to raise a great family and you know, influence them for good and give your family an excellent, amazing life. That is prosperity, okay? That is prosperity. And so I believe that it is your birthright. And in fact, I believe as well that it is as we each do this stuff that we do make a difference on the planet. Whether it's the big, the seemingly public stuff, or the small, just you and your family stuff, you can't help. When you're living to your true design, you can't help but impact people around you. But you cannot do it, and much love to you as well, Diane, honey. You cannot do it whilst you're trying to live to somebody else's design for you. You cannot do it whilst you're just working yourself into the ground all the time, telling yourself that you have to do this to sort out your responsibilities, when it's obvious that it's not even really working. My daughter asked me yesterday about the rat race, and and I was like, how do I explain this to her? You know, where people ultimately are spending their whole life working to spend some money, spend probably a bit more than they earn, go back to work and do it all again, spend a bit more than they earn, go back to work to do it all again, So it's a race that just keeps going round and round and round. And there is nothing wrong with being in a career, okay? I'm not talking about, everybody. Okay, personally, I quite like self-employment. Yes, prosperity comes in many forms, absolutely. Personally, I like self-employment. I think it gives you the most freedom, but I know it's not for everyone, okay? But ultimately, what I'm saying is that everyone has a something that is for them. And it is not going to be found only by working yourself into the ground. Okay? Man does not live by bread alone. He lives by the voice, everything that comes out of the mouth of the divine. The mouth of the divine for you is your intuition. It's that wisdom inside of you that you need to start paying attention to and living from. Because it will never lead you wrong. It will never lead you wrong. I was just saying to someone in The Deliberate Millionaire that you need to learn to trust yourself again. Because sometimes people don't trust themselves. And so you hear these intuitive nudges, but you don't want to listen because part of you doesn't trust that you're hearing something good for you. But you are. Let's sing this affirmation before I carry on. But this is it. I am opening up to all my good. That's our affirmation for this week. And the only way you get to do that is by choosing to actually live on your terms. And when I say on your terms, I mean to your true design. Because that is where your full happiness is going to be found. I am opening up to all my good. I give thanks for all my good. I am opening up to all my good. I give thanks for all my good. And again, I am opening up to all my good. I give thanks for all my good. I am opening up to all my good. I give thanks for all my good. But this is it. To open up to your good, you have to say yes to your source. You have to say yes to that intuitive nudge inside of you. You have to start saying yes to the wisdom that bubbles up inside of you. You know best the path for you. You know best the path for you. Listening to all the outside, oh, you must do this. Has it worked for most people? Has it worked for most people? 98% of the world is working harder and harder and harder, trying and trying and trying. If we're going to open up to abundance on this planet, it's going to come from within each person. Everybody living to their true design. Everybody choosing to tell themselves a new story, as my husband would say. Tell yourself a new story, okay? A new story that actually, the universe does have my back. The universe is actually on my side. The divine is on my side. I don't need to do things that are not to my true design because I know that I am fully supported. And that the plans that were made for me from the moment I was born are good plans, man. And I can follow them, and I will more than survive. I will thrive whilst living to my true design. Come on now. It is possible for you to do the things you dream of. You just need to find the courage to begin. To listen to that voice inside of you. And say yes. Yes. I am opening up to all my good. I give thanks for all my good. I am opening up to all my good. I give thanks for all my good. Step 1, join me for the free, simple 7-day miracle experiment. It's at rosemarynonny.com/experiment, incidentally. Go join in. Learn how to tap into that divine source, okay? Learn how to do this stuff. Because we weren't taught this at church. We weren't taught this in our, all the law of attraction books and such and such. It's time to learn the nitty-gritty, simple actions that you can take to open yourself up to more good. Do the stuff, okay? And if you want to work one-on-one with me in order to build, thank you, honey, in order to build a highly profitable online business, in order to take it up to the next level, without lots of money, without lots of technical skill, without lots of time, if you would like that, then let's work together one-on-one. It's purpose-driven profits, and that is at rosemarynonny.com/PDP. Now, some of y'all have been waiting for the opportunity to work with me for a very long time, and each time it comes out, you keep making that, oh my gosh, I'm scared, man, thing. Stop it. Okay, this is your opportunity. You've been praying for release. This is your release. Let's work together, okay? Maybe it's not business that we want to work together on. Message me. We can figure something out, okay? It's time. I'm going to sing this and I'm going to bring this to a close. I am opening up to all my good. I give thanks for all my good. I am opening up to all my good. I give thanks for all my good. Okay? Much amazing love from my heart to your heart. Much amazing love, sending you love wherever you are on the planet, sending you lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of love. Okay, until the next time, my honeys, share this with someone else. Come on, share, or tag somebody in. And I'll speak to you guys soon. Have a great Easter weekend. Much love. Bye.